Welcome back to Housewives Nightcap. We are thrilled to welcome half of the Green-Eyed Bandits, one of the ladies from Potomac. Welcome, Robyn Dixon.
Hey ladies, thank you for having me.
Robyn, we are so excited to talk with you because this season of Potomac is delivering so much drama, so much spiciness already, and it's already been.
Doesn't it always though? I mean, that's something new.
I know, that is nothing new, which I have to talk about because I feel like people are finally waking up on Potomac.
Yeah.
People have slept on it for too long.
I know, it was, I was there, of course, from day one, and I feel like we were like the little engine that could, it was like season one, everyone's like, where's Potomac? Who are these ladies? But we just kept pushing. We kept doing our thing and being authentic and just, having a good time. And so it feels great that everyone is so excited and they're so into the season. It's just like, especially for the four of us that have been here since day one, like it feels like our hard work, and it's hard work. I mean, it's a lot, has paid off.
It is hard work. It is hard work to be authentic, real, deliver the drama. And
yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, to share your life and be as open and transparent as possible, that's hard for anybody. It's just, a lot of people, and it's funny, like I'm actually a really private person. And so,
right.
I don't really go around offering information about what's going on in my life. So it is definitely out of the box for me to share so much and be so transparent about my life and what we've been through.
To hear you say like you're more private, I'm like, oh my God, this must be so hard for you to like, be vulnerable. And this season you really were, you went through what a lot of us went through this year, which was a struggle with mental health, and it's been hard. Why did you want to share that with people?
It just it's so funny because while we were filming, I was like, nobody wants to hear about me and my struggles and the pandemic and how I don't want to get out of the bed. Like nobody wants to hear that, but it's so amazing because I've heard from so many people that are like, wow, thank you so much for sharing your story. I totally relate. This is what I've been going through. It's making other people feel better, like that they're not alone. And it's making me feel better that people are telling me that I'm not alone.
How have you been able to really move through it, like get to a better place? Seems like you're in a better place, maybe not fully out of the,
Yeah. I definitely took deliberate actions, with respect to like the things that were going on in my life. I just had to kind of say, you know what, like I have to take steps forward. I can't just sit here and let the pandemic, take over my life. And so
right.
it is kind of just, sometimes you just like really have to like push and push up in front of the other and just make things happen. And, being busy actually helps. So, like with moving and
that's why I think so many people struggled, is because we were sitting there like, how many times can I do my dishes? How many times can I, binge something? Like,
exactly.
Everyone was going insane. But you did have a wedding hanging over your head as well. So where are you with that?
Yeah. So the wedding, we still haven't made any plans for it just because, we're in a new house. And for me, I am still I'm pretty cautious with how we spend money. So at this point, now that unfortunately the Delta variant is making COVID rear its ugly head again. But, initially I wanted to let COVID just go away. I didn't want to have to plan a wedding, where I had to require people to wear masks or you're vaccinated or, I just wasn't interested in forcing a wedding, especially with Juan, who I've been with forever. We've had a wedding. We had 400 people at our wedding. So it was no rush to do it to force it and do it according to COVID. I really want to have a wedding that is, beautiful. It's a destination. It's warm. It's sunny. It's beachy. It's beautiful. And I don't want to have to cut corners because of a pandemic. So right now we're focusing on our house and making it look pretty.
Which I would do the same too. Because I was gonna ask, like, have you thought about just going to the courthouse, but then you just said you want this destination wedding, and if you already have that in your mind, it's kind of hard to steer totally different.
Yeah, I mean, like a courthouse, there's nothing wrong with a courthouse wedding, but I think for us, this is a very special occasion for us, and we do want to share it with our family and our loved ones who have supported us through everything. So I don't want to just, go to the courthouse and, act like it's just another day. I do want to give it the attention that it deserves, and make it special, and our kids will be there and all that type of stuff. Like, I want to make it beautiful because it is a momentous occasion. So, I'm just, it's for us, there's no rush to get married. Like, we're in a brand new house together. Like, there's no rush. You
guys have been through a lot too, like a lot. So once the date comes, we really hope we can have cameras at that wedding.
Can there be cameras? We be at the wedding, something. We need to see something.
Like, I'm in New York, Lauren's in LA, but she can fly here. So just let us know.
And I would love, there's like so many of the like fans who support me and Juan. Like, I would love to have them there because like people have really been rooting for us. Yeah. And it was always amazing to me that people actually rooted for us, and so I wish I could have a wedding where like the people who have supported us and cheered us on from behind the screens, and for the ones who like hated on us and was like,
yes.
Yeah, you need to prove these people wrong too. It's like, look at us now.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of naysayers too. Like, we got to do it for the naysayers too, but but more importantly for the people who support us.
Yeah, and we'll just sprinkle in the naysayers, We need to talk about, I mean, that's the segue, I feel like, the naysayers. That's my segue, because we need to talk about this season. Like we said earlier in the interview, you guys are delivering the drama. Okay, so Mia, give us your candid thoughts on Mia.
So Mia, I instantly appreciated her openness. I thought she was so open and with her life, but then it would be like these little things where there were like little hiccups with her. It's like, okay, starting off with the age, and then were you a stripper or were you not a stripper? Did you have your clit done? Did you not have it? Like, it was just all these like little weird things that I'm like, what is going on? And then the whole exchange between her and Gizelle and I, you all kind of really didn't see all of it, but it was just the way she was moving within the group was a little weird. And I just chalked it up to like, okay, she's a new person. She's trying to, get her footing. She probably, doesn't really know. I don't know. Like, she doesn't really know how to move authentically to herself just yet, because
that's a really good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I just feel like anytime someone's new on these shows, it's like, especially you come in a show and you've got women who've been there for 6 seasons, you kind of like, okay, what do I do here? Like, do I have to do something, super dramatic, or do I have to like make TV here? So I think at first she was kind of, stumbling with that, but I think she's a great addition. She kind of figures things out, and she fits in with the women perfectly. But we definitely had our little stumble with her early on.
That's why I'm surprised that you're like, she's a great addition. She fits perfectly with the group, because I thought she was going to be, you guys with Karen, I thought maybe Mia was going to be, it's Mia and Karen, and we just don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of learned that you can't, like, you really want to meet people and you want to get to know individuals as individuals. Right. And so, despite, me and Karen, they're, friends, we didn't want to let that stop us from getting to know her, because if we're going to spend a lot of time with this woman, like, we want to get to know you. We want to be able to come up with our own, have our own relationships with Mia. We want to have our own interactions. It's just the group is so dynamic. Everyone is, I love Ashley and I love Candace. Candace and Ashley hate each other. You know what I mean? It's just like, you can't, in this group, you really can't pick sides. You can't. You just have to get to know people, on your own. And then once that person does something wrong to you, then you can, like, throw them away. So.
Do you think you and Gizelle will ever get along with Karen? Is that ever a possibility?
I mean, I think we can coexist. I think we can get along. It just, so Giselle's issues with Karen are different from my issues with Karen. Karen and I just kind of think are a little bit oil and water. And we've been like that since season 1, but that doesn't mean that we can't get along. We're just very different people. Gizelle and Karen more so almost like fight for attention. You know what I mean? It's like they both want to one up each other. Where like I don't really pay Karen much attention, but like, Karen and Gizelle, they have to have the last word. And so once one of them decides, you know what, I'm not playing this game anymore, then we can probably all get along and all just have fun. But
so you kind of feel like you're so close with Gizelle that it's like you can't really be like make amends with Karen until Gizelle makes amends with Karen to kind of.
I mean, no, I don't think that. I mean, I think that Karen and I could have our own relationship. I just haven't really cared enough to.
You're not interested.
Want to. You just don't want to.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot about Karen that, like I said, like we're just totally different people, and that's no knock to her, but it's just certain things that I'm just like, I don't know. I just.
You're so nice, Robyn.
Yeah.
You're really so nice.
A little dig, and then you're like, you know what?
She's like, yeah. You and Gizelle are obviously besties. We love watching your friendship grow like through all the years. Gizelle and Jamal are officially done. She has told us. She has said it. It's over. Are you happy as her friend to just see her moving on from this romantically?
I'm always happy to see her happy and to see, honestly, I didn't feel like when she was with Jamal, I didn't see that she was struggling with anything.
Okay.
She seemed okay with that relationship, but as long as she's happy, whether she's with Jamal or with someone else or not with anyone, like that's all that really matters to me. She's a very smart woman, and so she's going to definitely do what's right for her, and she's also a very strong person, and so if something's not right for her, she's going to make sure that it's
I told her we need a billionaire for her. We need a yacht.
She needs a Simon, right?
Yes.
Someone that's okay with her stirring the pot, because we love Gizelle and we love that she stirs the pot, so the guy has to be okay with that.
Exactly. And he has to be okay with like a woman that is like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the men with all the money, like they want to control the woman, right? So that's like the key. She's got to find a nice, rich billionaire that's going to like sail the world with her and give her all of life's luxuries. But do you hear this thunderstorm? But they have to be willing to like kind of take a step back for her or let her run the relationship. That's not easy.
Karen said on Wendy Williams a couple weeks ago that the reason why Gizelle brought up those Wendy husband cheating rumors was because she just does not want anyone to be happy in a marriage. What are your thoughts, though, on Gizelle bringing up those rumors, though? Was it the right thing to do?
I mean, I think a lot of times people have to like think about their own friend circles and the discussions you would have in your own friend circle, right? So if one of your friends is kind of acting differently, looks differently, acts differently, and you're kind of wondering like, well, what's going on with her? Like, she seems a little different. Like it's okay to have that conversation in your friend group. And it's okay to say, well, remember we heard this rumor, like, I wonder if the rumor, like, so people just forget that like, these are a lot of stuff that we talk about in front of the cameras are actual conversations that you would have with your own friend circle. If your friends were going through the same thing, if your friends were subject to rumors, like I know I've been on the receiving end of that in like some other friend circles, years ago. Oh, they heard a rumor. What should we do? And they go to each other and they talk about it. And what should we do? Should we talk to Robyn? So it's like, that's actually very natural. I think, you know, people get up in arms because we're on TV and we do it in front of cameras, but that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about our lives. And if there's a rumor that's, you know, in the blogs, it's on the table. It's like, it's on the table to be discussed. It's not like someone is digging up, you know, some old girlfriend from the past and bringing the TV and to like talk about stuff that wasn't already talked about. But I just think people just have to think, like, when you're with a group of friends and things are going on between your friends, what do friends do? They talk about it.
We love Potomac. We always say it. We, you know, and I feel like now that the other shows are kind of struggling a bit with entertainment, this is, you know, it's giving Potomac the moment. You guys are shining.
Potomac the moment.
Everyone's pivoting.
Yeah, but you know, and I want to say to everyone, like, give all the shows a little bit of grace, because
for sure. And no, we still watch. Are you kidding?
That's all we do.
We're still watching and talking about it. That's just it. We're never not watching, whether it's good, bad. I don't care. I'm watching.
Yes.
So,
please watch them all.
And now you have Nicki Minaj wanting to host the reunion, which, what?
I know. But you know, she's been watching from day one, I think, because she was like following me during season 1 very early on. So she's up. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about.
What do you think? Like, would you love it?
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't know how to act. Like, I wouldn't know. Like, that would be so amazing. That would be so fun. I hope they make that happen, especially since BravoCon is not happening. I mean, can we get Nicki Minaj to host the Potomac reunion? Like,
we just talked to Andy yesterday, Access did, and he said he's down. Like, he's 100% down. They just have to figure out like logistics, how it'll work. But he's open to it. So I think you guys are gonna get Nicki.
That would be awesome. That would be so fun.
The amount of stuff she's gonna bring up is gonna be so, because you know she's not gonna have a single filter, and she's just gonna bring it all up, and it's gonna be.
I know. I can't wait. I'm just gonna say it's gonna happen.